Hello everyone and welcome to episode 42 of the TEW 2020 Pro Wrestling Noah series here on the channel, as it is the Navigation to the Future Tour. And we have quite the show for you here for the Navigation to the Future Tour. Also, we'll be doing the Great Voyage in Osaka, not Great Voyage in Tokyo. I know that was what we did in the previous years, but we're changing the schedule up a little bit and wanted to run Osaka before we get to the basically the 4-year anniversary point of the series once we get into the Navigation with Breeze and the Masao Memorial Show and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think this card, it's, every year, well, not really every year, every episode now, we try to have better and better shows. I just think this show here is going to be crazy, as we'll go into that right now. As we do have a tour goal, though, actually, which is fun. We rarely do this anymore with this series, just because everything's pretty much laid out and having multi-man matches leading up to the main shows. But we actually have a title match happening on one of the Road 2 shows as day one of the Navigation to the Future Tour. GHC Junior Heavyweight title matchup. King Devitt taking on Kyle O'Reilly. Obviously, this is because Devitt beat Kyle during the tag match of the Junior Kings and Red Dragon. So that's why we're having this match take place on a tour show, and just add to a little bit of spice to that tour show as well. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. As for the Navigation to the Future show, looks like this. We have a GHC Tag Team title matchup as Kenta and Katsui Shibata of Laughter 7 taking on Go Shiozaki and Naomichi Marufuji. That should be a banger. Then a GHC Emerald Openweight title matchup of Kota Ibushi and Tomohiro Ishii. We have a number one contendership 4-way matchup. Kazushi Sakuraba, Kensuke Sasaki, Tetsuya Naito, and Daisuke Sakamoto. The winner of this match will take on Okada at the Great Voyage in Osaka show. That should be fun. Then we're going to have a GHC Openweight 6-man tag team title matchup as the Muscle Bombers taking on the champs of the King's Wrestling. Of course, Claudio Hero and Devitt, rather. I don't know why it's Kenta, but that should be a fun little matchup. So just a little tidbit there. The Muscle Bombers have faced off against Kings of Wrestling in a 6-man matchup twice before, and every time the Muscle Bombers have lost. Will this be the time the Muscle Bombers beat the Kings of Wrestling, or will they keep their first reign going and you get another defense? In the GHC Junior Heavyweight title matchup, Kenny Omega will take on Kyle O'Reilly, so you're seeing Kyle's going to beat Devitt there to retain going into the Omega match. That should be fun. We're also going to have Omega and Devitt in a singles matchup on day 3, I want to say, of the Navigation to the Future Tour, just to give Omega a win there to build up to the Kyle O'Reilly matchup. So that's going to be a tough break for Devitt, losing 2 big-time singles matches this tour. But then we're going to have the rest of this final card. Saya Sanada and Manabu Soya taking on Kensuke Nakajima and Kenta Miyahara of Diamond Ring. Should be a fun matchup there. That's should be, as far as got one team that has great chemistry, got another team done pretty well for themselves, in Nakajima and Miyahara. But Sanada and Soya, obviously Sanada's really hitting like another level that I didn't think he was going to hit during this save, but he's been tremendous so far. We'll see how that goes. And then we're going to have a little junior matchup on the other card, Kushida versus Nozawa. And, that should be fun there as far as Kushida having a big-time matchup here with Nozawa. And we'll see what plays out there. Then to open up the show, 6-man, junior heavyweight 6-man of Brave against the team of Dragon Kid with Naoki Tanasaki and Pac, Tsushi Aoki, Katori Suzuki, and Taiji Shimori teaming up. And that should be a fun little way to kick off the show, I'd say. But, I'm really excited to see the 4 title matches, not having the heavyweight title match on this card. Really, Okada's nowhere to be found on this card, which is interesting. But he'll be on the Great Voyage in Osaka show, though, to beat, or to not really beat, but to face whoever wins in this 4-way. As, we'll now get on to the Navigation to the Future show, the first day of the tour. As they got the Toda Sports Center. We're also going to have the Young Bucks against Kakaduma and Daichi on this card as well. So this is also the night last year when we had the 8-man match go to a time limit draw, because we were going to do the 2v2v2v2 matchup on the Navigation to the Future show. So that should be fun. As, 3,000 on hand. That is pretty great, as yeah, the Toda Sports Center. See how many people are there for that. I'm assuming it should be plenty. As am I? How is it not there? Is it? It should be. There it is. I was to say I couldn't even find it. So 3,600. That is a little bit more on the side of we really don't need it. We could sell out the park gymnasium for 3K, no problem. So we'll run there. But the main event will be the junior heavyweight title match of Devitt, Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly's going to get the win there. As I love how I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It's going to be a draw. So it's not really it's not going to be a full-on win for Kyle. So they're going to go 60 though. We're putting a lot of faith in Devitt and Kyle. I think this will be the best way to protect both guys and also really give a great performance. I think for both guys in the 60-minute time limit draw. As that should be a lot of fun. And then the Young Bucks taking on Kakaduma and Daichi. As the Young Bucks are going to get the win there. We're going to put that as steal the show. Kakaduma's a little upset by that, but that's okay. So that's also why we're doing Devitt and Kenny Omega in a singles match to be like, all right, is Devitt going to get a rematch here, or will, whoever wins basically takes on the chip. So basically, number one contendership matchup. As for the opener, we always love doing Takeshita and Endo. Yeah, I mean, Ishii, Ricky Marvin could be fun. Could even do, kind of want to see this. Ricky Marvin is super crazy. Fun little match. As we'll have Ricky Marvin get the win. We should probably turn that off. So yeah, we'll have that be the match that follows the opener. As far as what else we could do for the card here. So we could do a 6-man of LIJ against Diamond Ring. I think that's pretty fair, so we'll throw Sonata and Soya over there. Then we'll throw Miyahara and Nakajima over there. So, we'll throw Nakajima down there. So obviously Kensuke probably makes sense, and then like either Shingo or Naito could work there. I think we're gonna go with Naito since Kensuke and Naito are both in that 4-way. Just makes sense to be the co-main here. As we'll have Nabusoy get a win. So he's gonna beat Miyahara. Tough break for Kento Miyahara, but should be a pretty good match. We just need 2 more matches. I'd like to maybe see a tag match, if we can. Ishii and Ishii, Daisuke Ishii and Tomohiro Ishii, taking on Obushi and the Great Sasuke. Just the craziest fuckers in the world teaming up. That would be 16, and well, if Daisuke Ishii beat the Great Sasuke. Hell yeah. A lot of tag matches. A lot of tag matches. We might throw another singles match on here, just for the fuck of it. Like a Shingo one, yeah. Yeah, Shingo and Taniguchi. Works for me. Give Shingo a win and gets him on the card and all that fun jazz. Nice. Alright. First day in the books. It's a 59 for the opener. Super Crazy and Super Crazy and Ricky Marvin, rather. They're gonna Rise Kitaguchi for some reason, as they pin Konosuke Takeshita and Tetsuya Endo. Ricky Marvin to Santa Maria. 57s for both Ricky Marvin and Konosuke Takashita. That's awesome. Takashita's ready, man. We just gotta get him out of the young line phase. I'm not really sure. I was thinking about trying to send like Takashita on excursion or something, but he's pretty much ready to go right now, honestly. Then the next tag match, we get the Young Bucks against Kakaduma and Daichi. So yeah, I mean, both Matt and Nick Jackson did better than Kakaduma, so I think that was the right decision for sure. It's Nick Jackson with a 450 splash over Kakaduma. 71 for Shingo and Shohei Takiguchi. Shingo with a last falconry at 931. 72 for, damn, of course, Kota Ibushi and the Great Sasuke have zero chemistry. Because the world would implode if they had great chemistry, as Daisuke Ishii at the Neo kick in 1602, as, you know, Ishii did his part, just obviously with them having zero chemistry. I mean, it dropped everyone's rating down by about 20 points. It's an 82, though, for the sixth man. Yeah, I mean, what a performance from Sonata there, best guy in the match. By far, thanks to Naito being off his game, but my god, I mean, Sonata was almost in the 90s here. So, Manabu Soya tapping out Kento Miyahara in 20 minutes. In our main event, in 80, as they have great chemistry, and, you know, they did, well, it was supposed to be a time limit draw. Guess that's what happens when I forgot to put the time limit draw. So, let's just pretend that's a 60-minute time limit draw. But King Devin, Kyle O'Reilly, going 60. Shout out to him, man. That is a hell of a lot of work for two guys there. I mean, the 3,000 people at Cheap Park got a hell of a match. As the title gets retained for Kyle O'Reilly. And, yeah, I mean, that's a hell of a show. Hell of a show in 80 and 82. Not bad at all. So on to day 2 we go. So, a lot of things are hitting the fan here, and I just felt like we need to, before we run the show, go over it. So, the day before, Taguchi got involved in a social media storm after a conversation was leaked when he engaged in some banter with a fan who has since been revealed to only be 12 years old, and some of the people have accused him of bullying. So, we are going to, I think we're going to ignore it there. I think that was the right choice. But Yuji Hino, then, has had a major fallout from basically turning into a whistleblower type situation. He called out over the fact that several of our wrestlers are having substance abuse problems. Yeah, you know, that is pretty crazy. So, obviously, that's probably referring to what happened with Naito. Which is wild to think that there's been some... Because, like, we suspended him, but we didn't send him to rehab. So I'm assuming, because of that, this has happened, which is just crazy. It has that popped up yet as far as, like, oh god, now it's popped over here. So yeah, a lot of people do not like Yuji Hino. So yeah, Nozawa got named, Namatsuya got named, Ricky Doi was somehow named. I'm shocked by that. Taguchi was named. Suzuki. Daichi. Oh my god. Yeah. And also Naito, of course. That's crazy. Ita's contract also came out. Oh, Kenta Kobashi as well is also upset with him. Christ. Yeah, so I'm assuming the backstage is still maybe at 100 still, so that's awesome, even with all that happening. Yeah, I mean, that's just wild. Absolutely wild. It's the first time I've seen that, where something like that's happened. Yeah, and also it's going to hurt our image for a year. So that's great. Fantastic. I don't know if we should... like, test people? Maybe that will appease. I think it's, you know, the damage has already been done, though. But yeah, what a day. What a day to be Kiritawa here, the CEO of Pro Wrestling Noah. It's a shitstorm out there. Christ on a cross. But, yes, we got a lot of backstage incidents now. Sakura passing on tips of microphone work to Takashita. And passing on microphone work as well to Tetsuya Endo. And then Kensuke Sasaki. Said that he's got a bright future ahead of him. Does Katsuki Nakajima is willing to put him over. He's going to put over his son. Way to go, Kensuke. As, yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out there regarding that. So I guess we'll go to Chubu next. Look, we're in a pretty good spot as far as our popularity is pretty good. Um, but it's still, you don't want to see the shitstorm happening of Yuji Hino, which is wild because if Yuji Hino is throwing people under the bus, God only knows what's going to happen with everybody else involved with that. But Yuji Hino and Walter get a team up, and they're going to take on. I don't know if we should do the Kings of Wrestling here or if we should do. Yeah, I think just the Kings of Wrestling will be fine. So yeah, we'll have a little tag match here. This Walter's going to lose to Claudio. What a match this would be, though. It'd be pretty sick. Nice. So yeah, we have nothing pre-booked for this night, so we got everything. It's going to be from scratch here, as we'll also do Kushida and Taguchi and Nozawa and Super Crazy. Super Crazy. Kushida and Taguchi, as we'll have Taguchi beat Super Crazy. Nice. Yeah, this could be the Steal the Show match too, why not? I love our junior division. We've really laid out a pretty solid division. I think everything's basically flowing together nicely. And oh, actually, that should probably be a little higher. Yeah. So we'll have a singles match of Nomura taking on. Trying to think what. Yeah, Shuji Ishikawa is a great shout here for this match. It's a little All Japan match. So Ishikawa get the win, of course. Sick. Yeah, and then I'm trying to think what would be a good shout here. Actually, let's do Omega and Obushi against Goto and Ishii, even though they don't have any chemistry, these two, and Goto and Ishii, sadly. We're still going to run it, because I think it still will be a pretty good match, but the Golden Lovers will get the win here, as Ibushi's going to beat Goto. Sick. We'll probably put that actually below that. Actually, no, we'll bump it ahead. That won't be the main, but it'll be the co-main. The main will be a six-man. Ooh, actually, it can't be a six-man. Darn. We could do. Yeah, we can still do that. Never mind. Oh, I was thinking as Sakuraba with Kenta and Shibata against Brave. So we'll go Marufuji. I was thinking either Kenta Kobashi or even Mob Yan. Either way, it works. I think we're going to go with Kobashi, though. So God bless Kobashi, but, he should definitely be, hanging up the boots pretty soon. But this would be a nice win for Sakuraba to have over Kobashi, and yeah, just all around, I think that's a pretty solid main, barring Kenta Kobashi, sadly. Yeah, I think we got a pretty good card here. We just need one more match. I think we're going to go with a six-man. I think we're going to have Dragon Kid, Pac, and Tanasaki team up. As we'll have Sombra, Whoosh, and I guess Harada, LIJ, six-man. Keep it 10, and we'll have Pac get a win. He's gonna beat Harada, actually. That's a big-time win. Nice. Yeah. Pretty solid. Let's run the show. 61 for the opener. Shuji Ishikawa and Nomura. Splash Mountain for Shuji Ishikawa, 952. 66 for the sixth man of Dragon Kid Pac and Nuki Tanasaki against Lij. It's the Black Arrow for Pac. And 10-21, so yeah, Pac with a 70. 67 for Harada, 66 for Tanasaki, 57 for Dragon Kid, and then 47-39 for Rushindo Sombra. 71 though for Super Crazy Nozawa against Kushida Raisuke Taguchi. I mean, pretty close match though. Nozawa's the best guy in the match thanks to the chemistry boost. But Taguchi with a Dodan over Nozawa, that should have been over Super Crazy. Let's just pretend that's Super Crazy there. As an 89 though for the Muscle Bombers against Kings of Wrestling. This should have probably been the main. Looking at that now, that's crazy. That was an 89. As I got the crowd hot, obviously, you know, a team with excellent chemistry and another team with great chemistry. Everything just kind of flows together here. But Claudia with the King's Reign Supreme over nearly everyone for Falter, 1950. Crazy match. 76 for the Golden Lovers against Hiroki Goto and Tomohiro Ishii as Goto Bushi the Golden Shower over Hiroki Goto in 1931. Very good stuff there from Omega and Ibushi. Then an 80 main event, yeah, definitely Kings of Wrestling and the Muscle Bomber should have been the main. As Laughter 7 beating Brave here, Sakuraba tapping out Kenta Kobashi. Yeah, Kobashi with 47, worst guy in the match by far. 84 for Shibata, 81 for Marufuji, 79 for Go, and 77 for Kenta, and 69. Nice for Sakuraba. What a match, though. Again, for the Kings Wrestling, the Muscle Bombers. Yeah, very good show there. Everything flowing very nicely there. As on to day 3 we go. Alrighty, day 3. So, yeah, that is the night we're going to have Omega and Devitt have a match, so that should be pretty good. With Omega beating Devitt, 24 minutes. Devitt, a little upset by that. We will keep him strong. There we go. We will run this show. Trying to think what would be the best place besides Osaka. Guess we'll just go on down the line here. Yeah, that works right here. Sick. Oh yeah, we're done with that. So, for the opener here, we'll go with two singles matches. We'll have Koji Yamato in the first one. He'll be taken on Yoshito's probably not ready yet. Dragon Kid's always a good shout. Yeah, Kakaduma's not a bad option. We pissed him off earlier anyways, so works out pretty good. Oh, it was perfect. It didn't. That it registered me hitting all out. Good thing it did not. Then we'll have the other one. As we'll have Endo be in the other one. Tetsuya Endo versus Takayama's a good shout. Suzuki's a good shout. I think I'm gonna go with Suzuki. Nice little match for Suzuki to get his bearings. Noise. Alright, a lot of singles matches. Go with tag match. Bucks aren't a bad idea. As far as what junior team we can have them beat next. Yeah, we gotta be very, very careful with this. So we got. I was thinking maybe an Alex Payne Cedric Alexander matchup. It's not a bad shout. So the Bucks are gonna get the win. Is we'll have Matt beat Cedric Alexander. Tough break. So Cedric Alexander. It's just can't win. And I mean the Bucks are ready, they just gotta beat people. They just gotta beat people. You know, we've done a lot of tag stuff. I was thinking maybe a 6-man. I guess it's, you know, still a tag match, but you get the gist of it. You know, a 6-man wouldn't be a bad option as far as having the entire Kings of Wrestling. But instead of Devitt, it's Zach. Muscle Bombers. And we'll have Eugenio, the whistleblower. He's going to beat Zach. That's not a bad co-main. Not bad. Tough night for the Kings Wrestling. Losing effort in most of those matches. Then for the next matchup, I kind of want to have a Kenta. Yeah, I kind of want to see a Kenta, like a Kenta Kushida match, as they're going to take on Nozawa. And we'll go with Marufuji. So we're going to have Kushida get the win over Nozawa. Miscommunication. Nozawa and Marufuji just kind of not clicking together. And thanks to the miscommunication, it causes the loss to Nozawa. Pretty good show. Pretty good show. Let's run it. 44 for the opener. Poor way to start the show as Kakaduma. I thought for sure they'd have enough pop for it, but even then, I think it was just a terrible match altogether. But Kakaduma gets the win there at 9:33. Then a 50 for Suzuki and Tetsuya Endo. Sakamoto Toshi for Minoru Suzuki in 10:28. 61 for the Young Bucks and Cedric Alexander and Alex Payne. Good little junior tag match. Good stuff. So yeah, I mean, could have went either way. But the Bucks getting the win with the more bang for your buck in 12:33. 75 for Kenta Kushida against Naomichi Marufuji and Nozawa. As Nozawa with the loss over the Kushida lock thanks to partner miscommunication from Marufuji and himself. Good little match. Good little match. 79 for the Kings of Wrestling, losing to the Muscle Bombers before their title matchup as Eugenio pinning Sexy Virginia with the British German suplex. Fun little match there. Everybody did about the same. It was in the 77 to 82 ballpark, besides Falter, it was a 64. And then at 75 for our main event is Kenny Omega getting the win in 24:03, and he'll take on Kyle O'Reilly at the final Navigation of the Future show. I'm surprised that that was not better, but that's okay. Still a pretty good show, and I believe we have one more tour show left. We'll have day 4, and then we'll be on to Navigation of the Future. Then after that, the Great Voyage of Osaka Volume 2 show. So a lot of things happening. Alright, so Kakaduma is getting a contract offer to New Japan, and we'll be jobbing him out, because we'll just let him leave, to be honest. I feel like he's basically ran his course. Really no need to have him around anymore, so we'll have a match with him and Dragon Kid to help Dragon Kid get a win. That could be the opener, or at least the match after the opener, because we'll probably do a Young Lions matchup. Probably be another singles matchup, and we'll have it be Takashita. It's been fantastic. 19 years old. I mean, just a fucking savage out there. Thinking him and Keno. I think that match would light some fires here. Be a nice little match. So yeah, we haven't done this since March, which that was the pre-show match for the Great Voyage show in Tokyo, Volume 1. So technically, it was not shown to the masses. So we'll gladly have that open up the show. That should be pretty good. For the main event, I was thinking either an 8-man, probably an 8-man of we'll go Kenta, Shibata, Taguchi, and Sakuraba against Go, Marufuji, and either Kobashi or Mama Yan. We'll probably go with Mama Yan, and then Taiji Shimori. Love it. And we're going to have Ishimori beat Taguchi. Nice win for Brave. Sick. As, I kind of want to see a nice little co-main here of Daisuke and Ishikawa against the team of Naito and Shingo. I think that'd be pretty electric as a co-main. And we're going to have Ishikawa beat Shingo. Fuck yeah, we are. Sick. Yeah, so we just need 2 more matches. Trying to think if we should do an Omega Obushi matchup against, like, Red Dragon, but I think that'd be really not necessary. Felt like we've built up, Muscle Bombers Kings wrestling a lot already, so I think now we could just kind of focus on, I'll tell you what we could do. A tag match of Aoki and Suzuki against Pac and Tanasaki. I think that'll be the last match we really, kind of build up. This could be the Steal the Show match, too. Really like this. As, we'll give the win to Aoki, too. We'll have him beat Tanasaki. Hell yeah. Let's say, oh wow, they've never won but the first time, as far as Aoki and Suzuki. So we did this back in March as well. I will go with a 6-man to kind of split the tag matches here. Yeah, let's go Sonata, Soya, and Harada against the team. So obviously, like Nakajima, Miyahara, and Kensuke, that probably been a good idea, but we're gonna go in a different direction with this one. I think we're gonna go with a Sugiura, Suzuki, and then Daichi. Boy, Suzuki gun's in the toilet. As the momentum's not great. So we'll have Daisuke Harada beat Daichi here. And we'll pump that up to about 16. Nice. Alright, final tour show. It's, yeah, we'll run Kyushu. Oh, Izumu City. Perfect. Will be a sellout. Alright. Run the show. Keno and Takashita. 68 to kick off the show. Keno with a high right head kick in 1739. We gave that a lot of time, but it was well deserved. And Dragon Kid with the Ultra Hurricane over Kakaduma. So he gets a 60. That's a good win there for Dragon Kid. 69 for Aoki and Suzuki against Naoki, Tanasaki, and Pac. That's the assault point for Aoki in 14-15. And 81 for Suzuki-gun against LIJ as Harada with the Harada pistol over Daichi in 15-48. Good little 6-man there. Sonata again just killing it. It's been fantastic. It's better than Naito. As next matchup, tag match, Daisuke and Ishikawa against Shingo and Naito. Fun little match there. As Daisuke Sakamoto, though, with a 73. Very interesting. Getting outperformed by Shuji Ishikawa. There's an 80 for the 8-man of Laughter 7 and Brave. As Ishimori pinning Taguchi with the Himocilio. As Shibata best guy in the match, followed by Kenta, then Go. Then Marufuji, then Ishimori, then kind of trickles down from there. Sakuraba, Taguchi, then Mamadan, rounding up the group with a 57. Good stuff. Good stuff there. So that 6-man did better than the 8-man. Just by a point then. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Now on to the big shows. First one, Navigation of the Future. Then after we run Navigation of the Future, we'll go through the card of the Great Voyage in Osaka Volume 2 show. And yeah, then we'll be ready to go. Hell yeah, that'll be the episode. So yeah, I feel like we've zoomed past this. As I think it's, yeah, it is right then. So yeah, we can just keep it rolling. Just want to make sure. So Eugeno's now flabby. Guitar Suzuki's getting shit on by Go Shizaki. How fun. How fun. Tape Lakana. I guess in the Tokyo Dome, we will not be running there. It's Wrestle Universe. Of course, this has, in the past we've ran Osaka here, we've ran Ginger Stadium, we've kind of ran a whole lot of different places. I don't think we'll run the Tokyo Dome. I think we will run somewhere else, though. See if, I'm sure there's a building big enough in Sapporo. Yeah, the Sapporo Dome, figured. That would have been a good idea. Yeah, that works for me. Alright. Oh, we have backstage instance. Whoops. Completely blew past that. It was Ozawa. Helped create a fun and relaxed atmosphere of defying a Discord karaoke mission backstage, and starting an impromptu pre-show competition. Melodies of power ballads apparently stole the show. Hell yeah. Alright. Dark card. Main event, of course, is the tag team title matchup. Shibata, Kenta will get the win and are the new GHC tag team champions, beating the Brave Team, Go Shizaki and Imichi Mafuchi. What a match, though. This will be, this should be a banger. You know, gonna get the win in 28 minutes. Could have won probably plus 30, but what was it, 28? Then Obushi and Ishii for the GHC Openweight title is the co-main, which Tomohiro Ishii will retain, beating Kota Ibushi. So that's a tough break for Ibushi, but Ishii's been fantastic. I think we're going to keep the belt. And we're giving that a lot of time, too. We're giving that more time than the main, which might be a mistake. We'll see. Then the #1 contendership 4-way matchup as Sakamoto. It will be getting the win as Daisuke Sakamoto going to beat Sakuraba. Naito and Kensuke will not be involved in the finish. So that will be Daisuke Sakamoto taking on... So Naito's a little upset. Taking on Kazuchika Okada at the Great Voyage in Osaka. Not bad at all. Not bad, not bad. Then we'll have Muscle Bombers, Kings of Wrestling. As the Muscle Bombers will get the win and are the new GHC Openweight 6-man tag team champions. Not the Emerald, but the GHC Openweight 6-man tag team titles. So the second champs, and I think that's a well-deserved team. Well-deserved team of getting that win. Poor Devitt, that we lost 3 times during this tour. Then Omega and Kyle O'Reilly. And we have a new champion there, as Kenny Omega's the new GHC Junior champion. Just as far as their run, you know, Kyle's been the champ for about 106 days. He's had 4 defenses, so that's tied for Ibushi as far as the second most in the save. Not bad at all. And of course, you know, for the GHC Openweight 6-man tag champs, they were the champs almost 100 days. 8 days shy. And, yeah, I think that's a lot of fun. And I think, yeah, as far as, that's going to be Ishii's 4th defense, which that is tied for, or that's not even tied anymore. That will be the tiebreak for the most defenses by a champion yet. Which is awesome to see. Hell yeah. And, then we'll have the, Soya Sanada matchup against Nakajima and Miyahara, which we're going to have this set for Steal the Show, which I think is going to be the right decision. Sanada's going to beat Miyahara as, yeah, let's change that. Miyahara lost already during this tour. It's have to be Nakajima. And then we have Kushida Nozawa. As Nozawa is going to beat Kushida. Big time win for Nozawa. They have, as far as in the past, Kushida rather, has beaten him every single time in a singles matchup until now. Nozawa getting that win, and that's their first time they meet outside the Global Junior League. That's fun. Hell yeah. And Brave, Dragon Kid, 6-man so we're having this be a high spots match. We're going to try a little something new. As Dragon Kid's going to get the win over Aoki there. As we got probably, yep, referee change. Shinichi Nakayama. Perfect. So our pre-show matches. We'll go with a couple of tags. So the Young Bucks will be in the first one. As we'll have it to be Sasuke and Yoshitone. And the Young Bucks are going to beat the Great Sasuke there. So that's going to be a huge win for them. Or Sasuke. Yeah, I could see where that could happen and being a little upset. Then the next one. Yeah, we got a lot of talented guys. Obviously, Okada's not involved in the card. Trying to think who else. Probably just Go. Probably not Go. Either Goto. Yeah, Goto and yeah, Ishikawa, Shingo. A lot of talented guys aren't on the card. But as far as the match here, yeah, the junior tag champs aren't on the card. They're on the next one. Is why that is. You know, as far as it just makes sense. Yeah, Kakaduma's gonna lose to somebody. I think we'll have it be a singles match. Trying to think who could really use that win. I guess Super Crazy, maybe? Actually, Sombra could use that win a lot. Yeah, Sombra beat him. Sick. Yeah, when we job somebody out, we job them out. We do not mess around. Alrighty. Oh. Didn't hit it as a pre-show match. My bad. Alright. Let's run the Navigation to the Future show. So 55 for Kakaduma and Sombra. So Sombra getting the win in 9:54. Sold out Sapporo Dome. 64 for the Bucks against Yoshitone and the Great Sasuke. Yoshitone, best guy in the match. Shout out Yoshitone. This is really playing into his strengths. I'm not surprised there. 64 though. It's not bad. Not bad at all. And 80 for the opener. High spots match went pretty well as Ishimori and Pac doing their thing. As Drake give the Ultra Hurricane Rana over Tsushioki in 9:40. Not bad at all. Another 80 as Kushida Nozawa, as Nozawa the Nozawa driver getting his first win over Kushida, and that will give him a junior heavyweight title matchup against Kenny Omega at the Great Voyage in Osaka. Volume 2 show. Oof. Oh, underhanded tactics. Well, that wasn't supposed to be underhanded tactics. So I don't know what the hell happened there. I must have clicked something on accident. That sucks. Because that was going to be a pretty good matchup there. You see Sonata and Soya with a 90 and 83. Very good stuff there from those two. That sucks. 85, though, for the Junior title matchup. It's Kenny Omega beating Kyle O'Reilly in 21:33. Your new junior heavyweight champion. It's an 89 for the GHC Openweight 6-man tag team title matchup. Takeshi Morishima with the Amazing Impact. Tough break, for the GHC Emerald Openweight champion, or the GHC Openweight 6-man tag champs. It's twice I've done that now. I mean, they were a fantastic first champions. You see everybody's in the 90s on that team. But it's time to elevate somebody. And I think that's a great job for the Muscle Bombers, specifically. And I think it'll be a fun little run for them. 73, though, for the 4-way. Wow. That did not go well at all. As Daisuke Sakamoto getting the win with the Virgin German Suplex. Both Kensuke and Naito did a whole lot better, and Sakuraba was the worst guy in the match. But a 73, I don't know how the fuck that happened. That's crazy. But it was a first fall to the finish, so, Kensuke and Naito were protected, and I think that was just the best way of going about it. So then Obushi and Ishii for the GHC Emerald Openweight title. Tomohiro Ishii with a lariat in 34-22. They have great chemistry. Kota Ibushi with a 96. That's incredible. He bruised his eye socket, though. Tough break, but he still finished the match. And Tomohiro Ishii keeping that belt again. A little bit longer. And our main event at 92 is the GHC Tag Team title matchup. Is a bit of a banger. And we have new tag champs in the new Laughter 7 team of Katsura Shibata and Kenta. They beat Go Shizaki and Naomichi Marufuji as Shibata over Marufuji with a PK kick. So good stuff there. Shibata best guy in the match. Kenta and Naomichi Marufuji did the same, and Go was 1 point worse than them. pretty good stuff, you know. And as far as the main event was the best thing on the card, so that was nice. It sucks about this match. Obviously, that would have not been as bad, but I'm surprised that four-way sucked. Some surprising things there, but that's okay. It worked out well in our favor, and I think everything, paid off very, very well. I'll gladly take a great main event over, like a great co-main or something. So Shibata gonna get some love. Kota Ibushi's gonna get some love for his performance. And trying to think who else could use some love. Probably Omega. First championship win, as far as first singles win for him. Championship win in Pro Wrestling Noah. It's a very big deal for him. So yeah, now on to the Great Voyage in Osaka Volume 2 show. As we'll just do a little copy and paste action here. And because I believe it's a week away, actually. So we'll stop the recording now, and we'll run down the card, and I'll go through all that. But first we'll go over the limit. Jericho gets the win, retaining his WWE World Heavyweight title. What a four-way that is, of Punk with Bubba Ray Dudley, Nick Aldis, and Santino Marella. Alex Shelley getting the U.S. title. Way to go, Shelley. Show Miz and Air Boom. Oof. And then James Storm is the Intercontinental Champion. Cena and Orton are teaming. Bryan and Woods. Robert Roode and Seth Rollins. I love how it's just a mix of TNA and WWE at this time. Very, very strange. As just want to double check. Yes, 5 days away. So we'll run down the card right now since we're here. Let me just do a little pop. So our main event, of course, Daisuke Sakamoto, Kazuchika Okada for the heavyweight title, and a GHC Junior tag team title matchup of the Junior Kings of Wrestling versus Speed Muscle there. That should be fun. Junior heavyweight title matchup, Nozawa, Kenny Omega, looking for Omega's first defense, or will Nozawa take the belt right away from Omega, and Omega will have the belt for like 5 days. We'll see there. And the GHC Openweight 6-man tag team title matchup as the Strong Pillars of Violence, which will be Koei Sato, Shuji Ishikawa, and then probably either Sasuke or Yoshitone are going to take on the Muscle Bombers there. Very good match here. The Kings wrestling against Manabu Soya and Saya Sanada. That should be a banger in that one. And a little number one contendership matchup to see who's going to take on the new tag champs at a later date. They're going to have a Laughter 7 Suzuki-gun 8-man. So we can never have enough of those. Muhammad Yan and Ishimori against Dragon Kid and Kota Ibushi. That's a very good match. Then the opener, Tsushioki Katorasuke against Pac and Naoki Tanasaki. So basically getting rid of Dragon Kid and Ishimori from that matchup. That should be a pretty good card here. I think the previous card was a little bit better, but we'll see how it runs. On to the final show of the episode. Alrighty, as of course we gotta change this as well. Change that away from the Tokyo Dome. So yeah, this was where last year Naito won the GC Heavyweight title. So the Kings Wrestling Money and Mayhem tag team title matchup as well. Ibushi and Ishikawa against Nakajima and Kino. That's a hell of a match. A lot of fun stuff on that card. As 65,000. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, 55,000 on hand in the Osaka Dome for this one. Of course, our main event, Daisuke Sakamoto, Kazuchika Okada, as Kazuchika Okada will be getting the win there. And that will be another defense for him. As for the rest of the card, the Junior Tag Team title matchup, pretty high on the card, it being the co-main, but I think this match is definitely deserving of that. Speed Muscle's going to get the win as they're going to beat Zack Sabre Jr. Another tough loss for the Kings there, as poor Devitt keeps on losing. Then Nozawa and Omega, as Kenny Omega's going to beat Nozawa there for the GHC Junior Heavyweight title. Of course, that'll be his first defense. And the Strong Pillars versus the Muscle Bombers. The Muscle Bombers will get their first defense. Koei Sato's going to lose to Falter there. Given that 20 minutes, that's pretty generous, for being honest. This could be the best match on the card, though, in the Kings Wrestling versus Manabu Soya and Saya Sanada, as Claudia is going to beat Soya there, which will then lead to KOW versus the Laughter 7 team. Then, speaking of Laughter 7, they're right now, as far as the next match, 8-man tag. Kenta's going to be Takayama. Is going to be his former partner, former No Mercy stablemate. And that one, the Mamadyan, Taiji Shimura against Dragon Kid, and Kotobushi. Kotobuchi's going to beat Mamadyan. That's a hell of a match, though. Excited to see how that one plays out. Then the opener, Aoki and Suzuki against Naoki, Tanasaki, and Paca. Kotora Suzuki's going to beat Tanasaki. Interesting stuff there. You know, we kind of talked about how they have, they kind of went back and forth, and now at this point, they will be slightly ahead, which I think we are going to change this. I think we're going to change the finish of this, as we're going to have Pac beat Suzuki to kind of keep it 50-50. And yeah, we'll give that 16 as well. So, yeah, about to say, we have done this a good bit now. Yeah, I think we could change some things around. I think we're going to have Naoki, Tanasaki, and Pac against Live Strong, Die Hard. Which they have had, as far as wins back and forth. They haven't had a match since 2014, which Live Strong, Die Hard won that match. I think it'd be nice to change it around. And we're going to have Pac get the win there, as he's going to beat Eddie Edwards. It's a pretty good match, though. Pretty good match. I think that's better than what we had on paper. So Kobashi's used a little too much. Assuming he's got one of the mains and co-mains, yeah. We'll have that be Taue. Actually, we'll have that be Hayabusa. We'll probably have a junior guy. Probably have that one, yeah. So Obushi again wrestling with that bruised eye socket. Sucks to see, but it is what it is there. As we'll have a Takashita opener, or a pre-show match, rather. Maybe not an opener, but I like him and Kushida, for instance. That's a fun match. 16. Give it to Kushida. We're really trying to build up, you know, Takashita. We know he's about to get out of the Young Lion phase, so his match is going to be a little bit longer now. Give him a little bit more time. That's crazy. That's only the second singles, or the only third singles match on the card, so we'll do another one. As former junior champ, Kyle O'Reilly. I think he could get a win here. Trying to think what, yeah, maybe him and Roosh. Why not? Actually, might as well do a Red Dragon, you know, Sombra Roosh matchup. Might as well. Probably should use Kakaduma, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Kakaduma, and, oh, yeah, he's, there's nobody else. So we're going all over the place, but Cedric Alexander's gonna beat Kakaduma. There we go. Alright. We got that settled and cleared away. God damn it. There we go. A little rusty. a little rusty with TEW. Gotta get back into the rhythm. The week really has affected being off that last week. But, yeah, we're ready to go, I believe. Just want to double check. Yep, we are good to go. Let's run this show. It's a 66 for Cedric Alexander and Kakaduma. Cedric Alexander with a lumbar check. 936. It's a good little match there. It's Kushida beating Konosuke Takashita with the Kushida lock in 1608. Very good match there for Kushida. With an 84. It's an 83 for the opener. Live Strong, Die Hard losing to Naoki Tanasaki and Pac. That's a close one, though. I mean, very, very close. Could have went either way. Probably the better team. A slight edge to Live Strong, Die Hard, but still a very good match. And, yeah, I mean, that was awesome. It was a good little junior tag match. It's a great win for Naoki Tanasaki and Pac, and I think that will lead to a junior heavyweight tag team title matchup, to be honest, for that team, as Dragon Kid and Kotobushi beating Mamadyan and Taiji Shimori. Kotobushi, best guy in the match, even with the bruised eye socket. Dragon Kid and Kotobushi are a great team. Hell yeah, just a wet dream there as far as, I love Kotobushi, I love Dragon Kid, that one together, hell yeah. Perfect, 82 for the 8-man, Laughter 7, Suzuki-gun, Kenta with the Pusaiku Neo for Takayama in 20 minutes. Shibata's best guy in the match. Good stuff, yeah, Kenta, another good performance. Everybody else on that right side. Suzuki-gun's in the toilet. nothing more you can say. A 99, yeah. We figured it was going to be good. Didn't think it was going to be a 99 good, as the Kings of Wrestling again cementing themselves as the best fucking tag team on planet Earth. It's Claudio getting the win with the Kings reign supreme over nearly everyone in 24-25 of Manabu Soya. The 81 for the GHC Emerald Openweight 6-man tag team titles, as the first defense goes as somebody guys off their game. Literally the entire right side, or the entire left side rather, is almost off their game. The challengers not giving it 100%, but Shuji Shikawa still being off his game, still did better than Hino and Falter. Morishima, though, just throwing everybody on their back and dragging them to this performance. What a performance there. It's Kenny Omega getting the junior heavyweight title defense there, his first defense, beating Nozawa in 14-24. We'll have to give him the one-winged angel. So 92 for the Junior Kings and Speed Muscle co-main event. Hell of a match here, as Yoshino, best guy in the match. That's pretty awesome. Norika Doi did the same as Devin, and of course Zack Sabre Jr. rounding up the group with an 84. Speed Muscle making their first defense of the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles, and what a run they will probably have, as they've been tremendous so far. Great stuff. Oof! Daisuke Sakamoto, big swing and a miss in our co-main, or in our main rather, as Okada dragging him into this one. I cannot believe Daisuke Sakamoto did not show up for the biggest match of his Noah career, and damn, that sucks. Bums me out there. Damn. Still had a good show, thanks to co-main and thanks to that 99 of Kings Wrestling and Saya and Sonata, but fuck, I mean, it was a better show actually on paper because of the 60 of the previous show, but man, that sucks about the main. But yeah, some good stuff there. Okada did his thing, Morishima did his thing, and I mean, the Kings of Wrestling, I mean, they're just fantastic in every way, shape, and form. So we'll give the nod to Hero there. So great stuff. As yeah, that will do it for this episode. We got a lot going on in the next one. You know, we'll have a Kings of Wrestling matchup against Kenta and Shabbat. I'm not exactly sure what show will that be on. If that will be on the Navigation with Bree show, or that will be on the Masao Memorial show. Either way, I'm sure we'll figure something out. But yeah, I mean, just a lot happening. You know, the scandal of Yuji Hino being the whistleblower. You know, having a lot of new champs. You know, Kenny Omega's the new junior champ, and new tag champs. A lot happening in this episode. But yeah, I mean, we're rocking and rolling. And also, we'll go through. We probably could have done it this episode, but we'll do it on the next one for the 4-year anniversary of the save. We'll go through, kind of see where everybody's at, because we haven't really went through like a deep dive of that, and since it's been so many years now into the save, lots happened, and we'll go through all that and whatnot, and just kind of be a nice little cherry on top for the 4 years of being in the save. As yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.